Trapper Dan here. I know a lot of you guys are new at trapping or haven't started yet and want to. It's not a hard industry to get into. It's a lot of fun. It's, to me, better than sitting out all morning and not shooting a deer. I'm going out every day and it's like Christmas. There's stuff out there for me. But you know, it's all about starting off right. When you first get started, you shouldn't really be chasing after coyotes and bobcats. You can, and that's a lot of fun. But when it's real early in your career at trapping, you know, sometimes you just need those quick and easy catches, and that's going to be raccoons, possums, and skunks. The traps that you're going to need for those are small, about the size of your hand, and they're called number ones. You can get double long springs, single long springs. If you'll notice, the jaw size is the same. This is a coil spring trap, essentially the same trap, but it uses coil springs to actually move the levers which close the jaws. You'll notice my double springs all have offsets because my state law says if I use two springs, I need an offset jaw. This is a single spring, so therefore I don't need it. Study your state laws before you get started. But this size trap is real easy for those possums, those raccoons, and those skunks, and maybe even going after mink in the creek. Now, to get started, a lot of people are going to start off with dog-proof traps. These are great for raccoons. You'll catch the occasional possum in them, and I've even got a few skunks in them. And they come in different styles. One where you push this in and flip the lever and puts his hand in there and it gets trapped. And you also have like this brand, like Freedom brand, where you just flip it over, step on it, and it latches. These are really good dog-proof traps. Make it really easy for those early catches so you can have fun, you know, and that's what you really need to focus on, is just having a good time while you're out there. Some companies are still selling these, and it is a brand I believe was called Bandit Busters. They're still in inventory even though they're not being made. I do not recommend these for starters. They take a lot of work, a little bit of know-how to get them to really function. Now, some of you are thinking, well, what if I want to try fox? What if I want to try coyote? You can get these in between size traps, number 2s, 1.75s, 1.65s, even 1.5s. You'll notice the jaw compared to a number 1 is a lot bigger, and you can actually use these for a variety of things. If you still want to set for raccoon, you're still going to catch it. You can get the occasional coyote in these size traps, particularly closer to the number 2 size, not so much in the 1.5, but you're going to be able to get fox and a few other things. Now, when you are ready to move up, you can get a number 3 trap. To me, I use a lot of number 3s going after coyote and those bigger animals, and they vary in styles. Some are rounded over, some are squared off. This one here, if you'll notice, has laminates, which adds more surface area to hold the animal. It's also what's called a fully modified Bridger number 3. I did take off 2 of the springs that were here that attached to the lever up in here, and that's because of my state laws. In my state, I'm limited to 2 springs, so I just simply took them off and used the rest of the trap. These are good to catch coyotes. They hold them nice. You're going to add things like shock springs and swivels, and so they can move and function. Squeeze, a little bit of stress, and these are great for coyotes. But to be honest with you, when you're first starting out, maybe set a few coyote traps, but don't really make that your focus. Start off with the easy stuff. Learn how to bed your trap. Get it in the ground nice and solid so it doesn't wobble. And to do that, start off with the small traps, catching raccoons, possums, skunks. Get you those catches, get you that experience setting a trap in the ground just right, because when you move up to the bigger animals, if you make mistakes, you educate the animal, and you're not going to catch them. Well, I hope this helps. Like I said, when you're new, number 1 traps, dog proofs, have some fun, enjoy it. Everything's dandy with Trapper Dan. You guys have a great one.